I am Rich Kid. My brand is really anything that sounds good. I really, of course, delve into R&B and hip hop and a lot of pop music, but for the most part, I like to keep it kind of soulful, real jazzy. I do turn up though, so I got a lot of trap music that I do, and a lot of thoughtful process goes into the music. So you might hear that in the beats that I choose sometimes. So my dad, who's really my stepdad, but he's the only dad I've really known. My dad was a performer, and he used to have like this Christmas show for his job. He worked for a newspaper in New Jersey called the Jersey Journal, and for a part of the Christmas show, he needed somebody to rap Biggie's verses on "Every Step I Take," that song. And I remember he gave me the lyric sheet, and he was like, "Hey, if you want to rap it," and I spent like probably 3 or 4 weeks, if I can remember correctly, trying to remember it. I was probably 9 and 10 at the time. And when he came back, he was like, "Let me hear you," and I was terrible. So from that point, I kind of got interested in what the mechanics of rap were and how to do it right. But then after that, my big brother, he was really into Pac and Biggie, and at that time, Snoop Dogg was coming up real heavy, and I started hearing them and the difference in California rap versus what I was hearing a lot in New Jersey at the time, and that's when I really got interested in rap, how it was different in different areas. I've performed in, I'm in Atlanta. I'm from the south side of Atlanta. When I started really getting into rap heavy was in college, and I've been living in the south side of Atlanta for the past 13, 14 years, so that's why I came up. So of course I performed at a couple strip clubs, Stilettos, Dreams, a couple other places. I've also hit some clubs on the north side, Mardi Gras, MTV Lounge, on the east side, just a couple of different places, local bars. I really like the local bar scene because one of the nicest things for me being an unknown is that first, what you call it, first impression that I get every time somebody hears your music for the first time. It's real easy to say somebody's hot when they selling 100 million records or whatever, but is it really hot? If you didn't know my name, would you really bob your head with it? I love seeing that. So my writing process, I'm not in control of it. It does what it wants to do, and I'm working on that. I'm trying to get control of that because I think that would make me a better artist probably. But so what happens is, I done rolled one up. I'm riding and I'm smoking, and a beat might come on because I always keep some beats in my phone or on my hard drive, and I'll just let them play, and something comes. And when that something comes, it's kind of like, when you drill it for oil, and all of a sudden while you fracturing, you hit that vein and gas starts coming up. You're like, oh, something's there. And if you just keep plugging and pumping at it, it comes out. So I know when I've got it. I've been writing now, actually writing verses and putting them to beats probably 2.5 years, and freestyling and remembering my freestyles probably 10 years since I started college in 2004, 5. So that process is just kind of how it happens. I don't ever really, all right, now's the time to break out a beat and let me get my pad out and my pen, and it's just I'm in the lab either in my car or I'm in the lab in the studio already, and some beats are on and they rolling, and yo, let's go. That's it. I like that sound. Let's do it. Let's keep flowing on that. Let's build on that. You know what I mean? I think in essence, yeah, my style is definitely my own because I'm a mixture. I'm a mixed breed. I was born in Jamaica, immigrated to New Jersey, and went through high school down here in Atlanta on the south side. So and I've always been around music. So I remember going to soca carnivals and listening to Buju Banton and Bob Marley as a kid, and then as a kid, and then moving to Jersey, and like I said, hearing Pac and Biggie all the time, and then all of a sudden hearing this guy Snoop Dogg, and then coming down here and watching Tip and at the time Gucci and Jeezy were taking off, and now it's all over the board, and I really love that. I like where it's going. So in my genre, I think you gonna get a little bit of that, and what I try to focus on is more of my thoughts. So my thoughts are gonna be consistent no matter how the sound comes off. If it comes off real trappy or real poppy or real deep and dark, it's always gonna be authentic thoughts. When my opinion means something, you know what I mean? When somebody gives a damn about what the kid is thinking, whether that be reflected through album sales or downloads or ringtones, I don't know what the metrics are gonna look like when I get up there, but I'm gonna get up there and I'll know that I've made it when they care about what I'm thinking. Because, you know, what's different between me and a lot of people, I think, is I don't really have control over the thoughts I have, and a lot of it is some stuff that I need to get out. And if I get it out and it means something to somebody, that's even better. I'm gonna get it out regardless. I'm gonna be recording. I'm gonna be doing music, whether it's just me listening or whether it's 100 billion people across the world listening. It's gonna be me talking. But at the end of the day, if it's me talking and they listening and it means something to them, it could do something for them, that's when I made it. No matter if I made $1, every dollar available. You know what I mean? That's what it's worth. Rich Kid on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, the website, richkid.com. That's RICXHQUID on everything. And that's for Rich Kid, you know, the entity, the artist, the person you hear over them audio waves. And a lot of times, you know, Rich Kid, the person, the dude that gets up and takes a shower and gets fresh every day. I've got some singles out, Rollin', Ain't No Pressure, 1, 2, Up. You can find them all. They're on iTunes, they're on richkid.com. You know, you can download them through purchase on all those. But at the same time, I'm working on a mixtape. I want to get it all the way gelling. I want my artwork right. I want everything right. And a part of that is meeting people. And I'm real introspective. So getting out and meeting people is another part of introducing the world to Rich Kid. So yeah, I'm working on. I got those singles out. The first album, or rather, first mixtape that I come out with. Trust me, you're gonna know it's out there. Especially if you're in the Atlanta area, you're gonna see it. You're gonna hear it. I'm gonna be plugging it everywhere. It's probably gonna be called Back to the Beats or something like that. So if you see that title, you know what that means. It's that time.